This dude just said I don't get invites from people not on my friends list for some reason. I'll send. Huh, interesting. Never heard that one. Okay. Do it. Gross. Now that you've been sucking on it for 20 minutes. That's no bueno. Sometimes when I'm alone. Give me the jizz. Sometimes when I'm alone in my room, I sit and stare at the wall, and I think to myself, man, I need an 8-ball. I need drugs. You probably don't remember that old, I need love. It was, I can't remember who's saying it right now. LL Cool J or some shit. I can't see them for some reason, so I switched it back to the default. Just tell me what uniforms you want me to wear. Like I said, I can't see them. What color do I have on right now? Well, fuck. Current home, current away. Alright, that's what I told him originally. Current home, classic away. I'll wear classic away. I'll wear classic away. Yeah, I don't know.
Coach, the rain is falling. The fans are soaked. But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd. And through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New York Jets. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Yeah, I did.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Oh, your opponent is having network issues.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cannon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense
on the right
balance.
side of 70.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball,
man.
and that way you often
You know
control
why
the
I
game.
missed it? Because I hit her though.
They'll try and run for it with counter. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
No, I was gonna run it that way, but then I could tell he was the middle linebacker, and then I was like, "There's no linebacker. It's me against him." So.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson.
Which guy do you
A
like?
gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
going to get
He's
his
kind of
catches,
slow,
so
but
as they move forward
like I've been telling you, man, I
defensively,
think that
got to continue to
if a
focus
running back
on
is good,
not
he's
giving
good.
up
You
the
know,
big
like,
play when he does catch the ball.
he doesn't have
secondary.
that breakaway
6
speed.
yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's
what he said?
exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the
Locking it down right
45-yard
there.
line.
Nobody
And we
was
say it all
open.
the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a
Not
really
even my
nice
slant was
job.
open.
But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're
that
really
was
almost
close, though.
discrediting their work.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Yeah.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Snead's got it. 10 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans, but then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650. They'll be taken down. The Jets get there for the sack. Sack there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away in the icy winter air.
Dude, really? What the fuck?
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, it wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Dude, talk about a gimme, dude. Seriously, no, talk about a gimme. Like, they fucking, I know, but they gave him the fucking bullshit thing that the computer did. And then they allow him to just get smoked.
I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Kenny Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold, and that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Jones.
I can't get off of it.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
To the ground, this time with Ingram. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Third and 2, here's Jackson. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he's just across midfield
This isn't practice.
Down at the 49-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Here we go, son. 40's mine. 40's the mine. 40's the mine. Young lady.
After the interception, here's Darnold on the screen. This is Cannon. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Bravo!
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
40's the mark, 40's the mark. Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. 40's the mark. Squeeze. Watch the curve, watch the curve. Hey, 40's mark.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
He's going to call the same fucking shit on third down every fucking
pick
third
up
down.
there, and it keeps the drive alive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. 36. You go tight.
They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Darnold from the gun. Finds his man. Watson over the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Justin Watson, his 2nd touchdown.
That's that
on the
kid I was
season,
telling you about.
as his guys can now take the lead with
told
the
you
extra
about, I got this
point.
kid
On for the extra point,
agency.
Giorgio Tavecchio.
He's sick.
And his kick is right through.
I tried to get him his goal last week to get him his development upgrade, but I fell short like 30 yards. He needed 150 and like 2 TDs. I got him like, I don't know, 130 and fucking.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, shit, he's quick, dude.
This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, Ingram. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
What?
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
The old Blake Cashman blitz.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Jackson. He uncorks it for Sneed. And
get the fuck out of here. It wouldn't let me catch it with Cashman. Watch this play.
But it's third down.
It wouldn't let me go up with
Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
For some reason, if they do something silly,
Cook who sends it away.
Give up a big play because of it.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He's got a first down past the 30, and he'll be out right at the 35. First play of the drive, a success,
that's weird.
19 yards.
He's going to run that.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight
it's all
end
good.
position
There's no, I
than
mean,
even 10 years
they say
ago.
just not to do it too much.
And
but
I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Route.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six.
It's because it's raining. I gotta remember that, dude. They don't run their routes the right way.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
Oh, okay. So Crowder's all of a sudden like crippled.
Me even more is
running like a cripple.
Running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and that is incomplete. So 17
it's the same play over and over and over
on the clock here.
I mean,
well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Good.
Yeah, this is a confident group at the very least.
The last play was
yeah, and I don't blame him one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into
he did his route so slow.
I'm
not going to come out of fucking Cover 4 drop show too, if that's how he's going to play.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you totally.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 41. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Silver. Watch twins. Hey, exit. Man, 80. 26 Mike. Go, 80. Undercrush.
A first down throw, Darnold. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
You ready?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch left. Tight end to left. And lady.
Now Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now
I thought we weren't supposed to see a play 16 times in one
game.
game.
Done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They were making plays on the football, contesting everything.
He's going to into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
My guys are falling down and shit.
And not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 43-yard line.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Slam. Crunch.
Now it's Ingram, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Cannon.
Come on.
Stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Right.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I
He's
guess
just
we'll never
fucking
know.
rapidly moving his line around like he's not supposed to be.
Both of us would have said,
Oh, or is that other league?
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play.
I think that's
and that'll make this a
oh, yeah, this is the league where they don't... They voted, like, deal with it. Remember? Right when we got in the league, they had a vote. Look at this guy.
From the gun, a run with Cannon. Just a yard there.
I think that's so corny,
tough
people that
3rd and
move their
12.
guys back and forth, back and forth.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him
It's like
has to be a priority
begging to
because
move
you can't
it,
move up
yeah.
to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Some basics right here.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold.
Dude, did you see what fucking...
Steps away to his left.
Did you see what fucking Sam Darnold did?
And he gets it all the way down inside
What?
the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able
That
to
was
convert
crazy,
on
right?
3rd down, and
He had
that
no
sets
reason
up
to fall.
1st and goal.
Well, I didn't want to ruin it. Oh, look at the middle.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he is in.
Dude, that guy over-pursued the pinch so hard.
James Conner with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
I think the way he played it, I thought my
conditions, the
fullback
point
would be
after's up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Well, in a rain game, he should be running them out. I thought that maybe I could break away from his defense, but
this will be
I don't know if he can just keep calling the same coverage. He's just working every time.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard
those guys are
line,
like
just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him.
Ingram again, a first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the end.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he got blown up.
I like that guy. He's not very fast, but I like him.
44. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
No, the fucking... I can't think of his name right now. Yeah.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
I broke my back for the fucking man.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
that's a first down.
You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, I like the freebie.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, it's Darnold. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
I fucking kill that shit with the fast quarterback. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't even be able to run it. Every time he ran it, a free 25 yards.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Look at this shit.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now it's Darnold.
Passing
Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Counter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Again, it's Connor. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Go! 26 Mike! 26 Mike! Let's go, Heavy. It's red, Heavy. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Darnold on third down.
Of course my guy fucking falls down.
He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
Should I just take my points,
now,
bro?
how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So a big one coming now for Giorgio Tavecchio. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Tavecchio puts this one through.
Even though he just went for it on 4th and 1.
High fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know
my main
that,
receiver fell down twice on 3rd down.
Awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post.
For nothing.
By the way,
didn't touch anybody. Just ball hiked in.
Either way.
Not the time, but yeah.
Either way. You got it. I just went right past it.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Now we do this.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go, one more. He's cracked.
Ingram, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
57's the mic. Rock 57. No.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They'll be taken down.
What's up, bud? What's up?
There for the sack.
Now we talk about blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that's...
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using it.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
He saw it perfectly. That was a good read.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Hey, wahoo! 26 Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Darnold now to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up near the 26. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Jackson.
God damn. He's got a guy wide open over the middle, but he's just staring down out routes.
Inside the 35.
Yeah, so
12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
Dude, he had a guy so wide open.
Football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check 15, check 15. Check, 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 check. Check 31, check 31.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
Oh, Moses stole my interception again for the 2nd week in a row.
Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same. And he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Why? Like most ideal, like
Jets
backup
offense
linebacker.
Coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Stole an interception from 2 weeks in a row.
Watch the safety cream. Whip.
On 2nd down now, it's Cannon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Hi, baby.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Here we go, son. Squeeze. Hey, I'm coming. Check 3. Red 80.
On 1st down, Connor. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the run is Connor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old
Everyone
days,
was falling down.
pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jets, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year.
Back-to-back third downs,
my
primary
to get ready
receiver
for next
himself.
week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh my God, did you see the stats? Look at our stats. Oops. 9-9.